So, today we are going to be talking about how to start the journey of inner healing and knowing your true self. Hello, my sparkles of light. Welcome back to my channel. So, I have a comfy little blanket here. Okay, so how are you guys doing? I hope you can hear me okay. If you see me looking this way a little bit, it's because my mic is here. See? And then if I look down here, it's because I have like a little bit of notes right here. Disclaimer, I'm teaching, guiding, and assisting you through this journey through my experience. So anything that I give you and teach you is because I've experienced it and I've been guided to share with you and guide you. I just want you to have an open mind and just take what resonates and just disregard what doesn't feel right now. So let's start with knowing yourself, because when you know yourself, you trust yourself and you open up and you allow any healing to take place. It flows through you. Healing energy is on a certain frequency. It's vibrating on a certain vibration. You have to trust yourself and open up to being able to allow that and receive that to take place, right? You learn to align with it. So any healing that needs to take place, knowing who you are, you will be guided to what's the next step and direction to take in order to weed out anything that is blocking you from receiving that healing. Okay, so I'm going to give you some exercises to do, okay? Steps that I've taken and that I've done to help me to realize my true self and trust myself is throughout your day, anytime in the morning when you get up, you probably already do it, but just doing things like, what do I want for breakfast? Just that simple little thing. Every single meal, asking yourself and taking that moment, like not just going straight to your pantry or your fridge and like looking through things and like, honey, what I got? Let me see what I got. You know, like ask yourself first, like just takes a minute to just say like, what's the best thing that I can eat for myself right now? And like take that moment, you know, and like wait for it. And then you'll feel it. You'll start to feel it. You'll start to say, oh, bam. Oh, yes, I want that. Whatever it is, that's what you need right now. That's what your inner self is telling you. Like, that's what you need right now. Sorry, my throat is like... But you know what I mean? That's an exercise that you can just practice. That's a practice that you can just keep building within yourself. And you'll learn to start trusting yourself because you feel that, you follow it, you go with it, and you trust it. And it becomes easier and easier and easier to just trust yourself. And that's a step to learning your truth, because you start believing in the things that you're telling yourself. And it's a belief system that you have for yourself, really. Like I've built up this belief system that I've learned along my path and, you know, trust in it and feel it and know it to be my truth. So brushing your teeth, washing your face, doing your morning routine, that self-care. Look at yourself in the mirror. Look at you. Look at your eyes. You know, not focusing on like the outer part, but just like right into your eyes. And ask yourself, like, who am I? Who are you? You. Who are you? Who are you? You guys probably think I'm so weird. Okay, but this is how I'm teaching you this, okay? This is like a wonderland, you know? Everything is like, and wonder, and what's gonna happen? What's next? Who am I? What am I doing here? You know, you're in the mirror, okay? What's the truth? I want to know the truth. Is there a God? Is there a creator? is there a Satan? What is my truth? You know what I mean? You get it? You get what I mean, you guys? You get it? So you just really want to like look at yourself and learn yourself and love yourself. That sometimes does not come easy. Trust. I understand that. It's not come easy all the time. It is a practice, like you build up to trusting yourself and keep believing in yourself and keep listening to yourself. You listen to that. You believe that. You believe that you're powerful. You believe that you are here for a purpose because you're here existing right here and now. Doing that mirror work is gonna really be beneficial to understanding yourself, your true self. What I mean by true self is the aspect of you that is formless, that is a spirit, that is an energy that's flowing through you. That's awareness. Awareness. I don't have any more notes right now. I'm just like trying to allow this to just flow through me from like, and remembering like my experience, because I started this journey, oh my gosh, years ago, 15, 20, maybe. It's been that long. It's been a long time since I was like religious, then to like spiritual, to like, who am I? My mind is in the clouds all the time. I'm like in the clouds all the time, I swear. So I try to ground myself with methods of grounding, meditation, that's for sure. You guys, I'm triple air sign, Libra sun, Aquarius rising, Aquarius moon. So I am a triple air sign. If you don't know, now you know. I got off topic, which I do that often. Okay, so realizing your truth is really just remembering who you are. Inwardly, we all know who we are. Without the human mind, pretty much can cloud your judgment of understanding the spiritual aspect of yourself, and that everything did start as spirit first. Through my astral projection experiences and seeing the astral level of this reality, there's different layers to it, and there's different layers to you. There's your dense form self, and then there's the inner layer of yourself, and it goes in deeper than that into the microscopic level of yourself, energy just moving and, you know, creating this illusion of form. You learn that the healing that needs to take place within you, constantly flowing through you and pushing itself out, it's what's keeping it there, and allowing you to believe that there's still healing that needs to take place, is because there's a blockage. There's energy that's blocked, that's holding on to this, whatever it may be, trauma. There's different forms of healing that needs to take place. There's different things that happen, I feel, within the body. Like there can be a healing from a trauma, from a past trauma. There could be from like a heartbreak, from an accident that is an ache, is it in your muscle or something. Because it's all a block of energy. It's all something there that is, I can like see it. It's hard to explain, but it's like I could see just like block, like just these like tangible forms of energy that's just like not allowing you like flow, not allowing the creative life force that's flowing in you to just flow freely through you. Like it's there's like holding on to something, you know? You learn to let go of that. That's why meditation helps, journaling helps, the mirror work helps. You're speaking these truths about yourself, and they're high vibrational truths, so that energy becomes very powerful, and it also can work the other way, which is low vibrational truths about yourself. You know, it's about which truth are you focusing on, which truth do you want to focus on to elevate yourself and move up in growth and evolve to that next level of yourself, you know, whoever that may be. Who knows? I don't know, but I know that what feels good to me, I know what feels like creative life force that's flowing through me, that's guiding me towards the outcome that is going to be the best for what my consciousness, our consciousness, the consciousness needs, or I don't want to say needs, that's not the right word. Expanding to expansion is the word that I want to feel like saying. I hope I'm making sense. I'm still learning as well. I'm still learning a lot. And there's a lot to learn. There's a lot I don't know. Let me go back into like the meditation, just taking the time to have no distractions around you and just sitting with yourself. It can be sitting, lying, relaxing, and tuning inwardly. You know, breathing in the moment of the now. And that's what I feel like the being still means, is just having no distractions around, just lying, doing nothing. And whatever comes to your mind, whatever float, like ask the question, lying there, who am I? Apart from this outer version of myself, who am I? And just breathing into that and feeling that feels like love. It feels like supportive, you know? Yeah. Okay, so it goes along with also with the journaling. Let me show you the journaling really quick, okay? I'm just gonna share a little bit with you guys. I also have my dream journals. I was trying to think about it. I was like, should I do shorts on YouTube of like reading my dream journals? Because I have some wild, vivid dreams that are really entertaining. And then I was like, or should I do it on TikTok? Because a lot of people are drifting towards TikTok, I feel like. Do you guys agree? Should I go on TikTok? Okay, so journaling. I started first, look how cute, Tinkerbell, with notebooks. Just see, like, where does this date back to? This is March 12th, 2010. What did I say here? There is a thinking stuff from which all things are made, and which in its original state permeates, penetrates, and fills the inner spaces of the universe. A thought in the substance produces the thing that is imagined by the thought. I wrote things about me, things I love about me. And then I went into the physical, my hands, my eyes, my lips, my bone structure, my skin. And then I went into my personality, my sense of humor, my loving nature. You speak to yourself through the layers. I love my sweet spirit. You speak those things to yourself, and yourself is like very high vibrational, I feel like. You know, but there's some people whose spirits are in a low vibration, probably not watching me right now because, you know, we're on a different frequency. So I know that who you who's watching me is a high vibrational being. That's all that's allowed here anyways. And you guys are always so kind to me all the time, and I appreciate and I love you. And also, if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. I really want to grow my channel, you guys. I would love it if you could share this video with anyone you feel like could need it, and then keep watching everything over so that I can get to my watch hours so that I can have all that good stuff. Okay, so this one's 2011. I was trying to see if there was one about me, like asking the questions. It's probably somewhere. This was like not planned for me to bring out my journals. I just thought of it. They're not all completely full, but they're pretty filled up. Yeah, this is something that my nose is like stuffed for some reason. Ow. So this is something that, of course, you want to be consistent with your practice, consistent with speaking with you. That's how you gain that trust. Just like, you know, a trust in me, a trust in a friend, a trust in a partner. You want consistency with that person. And that's why I'm saying, like, how I'm still learning things every day. Like how I told you, like, oh, another thing. Okay, I'm like, all these thoughts are coming in. But so I'm learning, like I was saying, I'm learning and understanding that like I have all of you guys here with me because you believe in me. The fact that I'm showing up and you're continuing to show up for me. And I appreciate that. I appreciate you. So it's about you also showing up for you, you know, just like you'd want a friend to show up for you and to be consistent with you and to be reliable to you, because you gain that trust with them, right? When they're like that. So when you show up for you by doing things like self-care, by asking those questions to yourself and then following that inner feeling that you feel yourself guiding you to, that's you being consistent with you. That's you trusting you. That's you living your truth when you do that. We try to like complicate things so much with our human thought. Like, a human being is a complicated species, also very complex species. And spirit is just is. Like, it's so incomparable. Like, there is no real explanation for it. I'm like getting all close like this on the mic right now, waiting for the toilet to quiet down. Okay. Just to go into a little bit of the journaling. So if you're not sure, you know, how to actually start, like, what do I write? You know, you're like, what the hell? She's saying journaling and all this, but what if I don't feel like that about myself? If I don't feel like writing, handwriting feels more authentic and like a personal thing to me because it's like you handwritten, it's hand to paper, it's like a connection thing rather than like, you know, putting it in your notes, which there's nothing wrong with putting it in your notes. It's just you're gonna have a bunch of notes. You can handwrite it. You're sitting alone, you're by yourself, all that, you know, I told you. Who am I? Who am I? Just sit with yourself and feel yourself. No distractions around, no judgment. If you have a pet, it's probably judging you, you know how they are, but they still love you and support you, so they can be in the room with you. And if you feel like that is where you want to start, you don't have to bombard yourself with a bunch of questions. Who am I? Why am I here? What is my purpose? You don't have to do all that at first. You can just start with that first page of who am I? And you can sit with yourself, sip your tea. You can feel what comes to you. If nothing does, you can say, okay, the answer will come, because it will. It will. I'm telling you that. That's something that I do know, is that the answers will come. They will. They will always come in a way that you least expect them. This journey is for those who are truly ready to know yourself and know your truth, and to really allow the healing to take place. And that really does start with, is that what you want? Because it's going to come with a whole bunch of things. When those blockages are trying to move through you, like, it can be pretty ugly. It can be pretty emotional. It can be pretty freeing also. It's definitely going to be, but you will go through some shit. Like, I'm not just smiling all the time, like constant reminding myself of, this is who you are. You have a purpose. You are love. I really love humans. Through the beginning part of my experience, since it was so many years ago, of course, we didn't have as many distractions as we do now. When I started, we did not have all this electronic distractions. Entertainment was completely different. So yes, it felt a lot easier, but I was focused inward, you know, and it was creating this moment right now. And I wasn't thinking about that. I was just going with what I was feeling, which was, I want to know the truth. I want to know who I am. I want to know my purpose. And it's like all that led me to where I am now. So it's a really strong discipline. I will say that. It's a very strong discipline to knowing who you are. What really did help with that and assist in that tremendously is cutting out those distractions. Like, I was not on social media at all. It happened later in my journey. I was like, books. I got so many books. And I was like, which books are resonating with me? Let me just show you a little bit. Okay. Like all these. So this is just a small part of it. This is by my bedside right now. I'll just touch on a few. Mystic Foundation, Understanding and Exploring the Magical Universe, Greg Braden. The Divine Matrix, Bridging Time, Space, Miracles, and Belief. This is a really good one, you guys. Of course, Fairycraft, Studying the Path of Fairy Magic. Of course, I have this. How to connect with your guide. And that's a whole nother thing. That's a whole nother video, is like your spirit guides are connected with you and you're with them. And it's a feeling of your guides. And that comes apart with also knowing you, because you know your energy, and then you start to recognize and feel other energies of other people, and then also of like other non-physical people and other physical people. So like of your guides, of your guardian angels, of your ancestors, of spirit. And that all ties into like knowing who you are. And that ties into just going through the basic steps first, like the baby steps. Being patient, the baby steps, such as the journaling and the mirror work and the telling yourself these good things and believing in yourself and trusting and the answers will come. The soul as healer. Your soul is a healer. You are a healer. Therefore, the healing energy is always flowing through you. What are you tuned to? What are you aligned with? Are you aligned with that? Or do you see that? Do you feel that? Do you recognize that healing energy that's flowing through you at all times? Like, my mouth's getting dry. Like when you read books, I felt like it was allowing me to tune in more because there's no screen to look at. I want to expand and evolve. It's like, why not go all in with me being able to like teach you, whether that's hair, whether that's makeup, whether that's self-care, whether that's metaphysics, whether that's extraterrestrial. Like, I just love sharing things with you. Of course, right? I still have stories in here I haven't read. There's someone who commented, if I ever don't get to your comment like right away, it's because sometimes I do not get the notification, or it'll come in late. I've seen comments that were like months old and I was like, oh shit, I didn't comment. I felt so bad. I think it was one about like me reading longer stories of this. Like, these are good. So, okay, I think I was getting into saying like there's a lot of patience that is needed for you. Be patient with yourself. Be very patient with yourself. That is a very key thing right now. And it's a journey. There is no finish line. It's a whole journey, because after this life experience, who knows what is next. Like, I've had dreams of like what's next, and that could be true, that could be not. That's not something I focus on. Just like age, as far as like I'm aging, oh my god, I'm getting old, oh my god, I feel so old. Like, that's not affirmations I speak to myself. Like, it's about feeding yourself these nourishing words of nourishment. Build trust within yourself. When you put yourself down and say negative things to you, it kind of creates this disconnect with yourself. When you believe these things about yourself, and it allows you not to trust yourself, and then allows you not to trust it. You don't trust yourself, then you don't trust others. When you can't show up for yourself, then you can't show up for anyone. If you can't show up for yourself first, right? Right? So that's my truth in this. Oh, my feet are getting numb. I did want to get more personal with you guys, and I just want to see you guys encouraged, and I want to see you guys living your truth on this journey, because this journey is crazy and fun and exciting and like everything. It's like has its highs and lows. Like, it just is life experience, and we're all in this together. So I hope I touched on everything that I wanted to. I hope you learned something today. I hope you have found something that resonated with you. All right, so that's all for today. Subscribe if you're not subscribed already. I have another hair video already ready for you guys, like my new profile picture, that crochet hair with the brown split hair. I did a tutorial on it, so that's still coming for you. Turn on your notifications on so that you don't miss it. I hope I've answered any questions. I hope I've given you anything that you can use in your life. And I love you guys so much. Stay meditated, and I will see you soon. Bye. Like all of us as a whole and as a consciousness, because I believe that we are one consciousness, you know, spread out and dispersed into different forms to experience a life from different perspectives. Late and my voice is starting to turn like this, but I don't even know what time it is.